Divorce lawyers' worst cases. According to Reddit. Number 14. Oh, but you got the fucking Animal Crossing. Jesus. She accused her ex-husband of bing-bonging their children while under the watchful eye of the nationally endorsed social workers who oversaw his contract with them. She also said that his Indian flatmates were inherently dirty after the obviously false child bing-bonging suggestion. I warned her of the consequences of being caught and lying about it. She fired me, but kept calling me back using fake names, trying to obtain free advice, which contradicted my advice. But everyone she called immediately spotted her. This was a long time ago, and now I specialize in insurance litigation, which is far less ugly. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are watching after the fact, the list that I'm reading tonight is, for the sake of clarity, turn down this music a little bit. The list that I am reading tonight is called, or asking the question, Divorce Lawyers of Reddit, what is the most insane, funny, dumb, or evil thing that you have seen a spouse do to, to screw over the other? This is about as ugly as it gets, the divorce lawyer type bullshit, so pretty hardcore. And I hope that we can get ourselves some juicy entries out of this list. Here's hoping all of you are doing fine and that you're having an interesting week or weekend or whenever you may be listening, morning, afternoon. Hello to Ariana, Stripes, Sophie, Linda, Game Juice, Rusty, Bradley, and Otaku. How are you guys doing? As we roll up this list to the next entry, number 13 reads, I see a lot of unsubstantiated accusations of kid diddling, which is insane because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of women know that if they could get this to stick, it's a slam dunk, and that divorce lawyers will tell you it is the main thing that is used as a weapon against the males, because if they can get it to stick, it is a slam dunk, and more often than not, you're getting parents that will coach the children to, say, oh, daddy did this, and that's effed up, but, that's the definition of ugly, and that's why, the term evil does come up, because it's like, holy shit, it's one thing to just want custody, or to want to stick it to the other person, but to, want to ruin their life, that's a bit beyond. So this person's saying they see a lot of unsubstantiated accusations of kid diddling to deteriorate the relationship between the father and the children. We will hire experts and therapists, and there will be an investigation. We'll have depositions and a trial, and after a year has passed without the dad being able to see his children, and thousands of dollars have been spent, it will come out as if nothing, or it will come out the fact that nothing happened. This happened in my practice about once or twice a year. Very common. Jesus Christ. I mean, you ever buy a painting you know is fake, but you just want it. It's kind of pretty, It's kind of pretty. What was the highlight of your days? I'd like to know. Put it in the chat. Let's share the highlight of your day. Here we are, number 12. I was asking people on my Snapchat to send me or find me stories to read for bedtime, whether it's creepy or not. I'd like to have that kind of thing going on every night as well. Number 12, not a divorce lawyer, but remember this from another Reddit thread. The husband and wife were getting divorced. There was a classic car, a Ferrari, a Jaguar, something of the other, and it was worth a lot of money. It was a bone of contention in the divorce. After several months, the husband finally processed that he will let her have the car if she gives him the house. She agrees. Comes to find out that he had been taking the car out every day and doing loops around the city for hours, putting thousands of miles on it, making it worth nothing. Bitch, it's still a damn Jaguar or Ferrari. It doesn't matter if it's, I guess well driven, you know? That's pretty funny though. You'd think the man would want to keep the car, because that's what he's gonna flash to the younger bitches and try to make them, you know, interested. Stripe says Rodney is moving in. Why do you say that as if you're sad about it? Isn't that who she wanted? Then why is she putting a sad face? Oh, that's the highlight of her day, the fact that she finally got Rodney to move in. Maybe the sad face is her exhaustion. I know that all too well. I'm trying to get Judy, the Technicolor Dream Bear, to get to my Animal Crossing world, and I'm having a little bit of difficulty doing that. But here we are traveling to number 11. I read one where the settlement was shared custody of a parrot. Neither were allowed to teach the parrot to swear at the other one. This is like the best entry we've heard since I don't know, Beanie Babies, or what the spouses are really gung ho over. You better make damn sure I get them Beanie Babies. It's a damn joke. What's the world come to? My Beanie Babies. Stripe says it's all I've ever wanted. I want Judy, but it's not just gonna fall out of a tree, is it? Sometimes you know you gotta work for what you want. What you want. Feeling kind of weird. I think I need a drink. And not an adult drink either, but more like a juicy juice from my sippy cup. Dead serious. I'm so straight edge. I don't have real man drinks. I don't have a nice, you know, lazy boy type cushion leather couch. More like a lazy, like what do they call just like the single man couch?
It's a lazy boy.
A lazy boy? Yeah. I like that. Maybe it's just like a leather chair, I like to think of it. Get me a corn cob pipe and a fireplace, you know? And a robe, even though it's just obnoxious weather for that. Way too hot. Ew, look at him. Ew. I was looking at a campsite, you know. Oh boy, here we go. Number 10, baby. My uncle's ex tried to work in that she would get half of whatever my grandmother would leave him when she passed away. Excuse me? Are you fucking joking? Some bitches are fucking bloodthirsty. Can you imagine believing that you, whom are not related to someone in this family, should be entitled to something when that they die, when an elder dies? And worse, that when the separation happens, you believe yourself to still be entitled? What? It's just insanity to me, man. Come on, some people are wild. I hope I didn't bring all this stuff out here and then drop it. Pop like and drop it. I'm sorry. It's not cool. It's kind of childish. Let's continue. The joke's on her. My grandmother is passing over her kids. Not maliciously, my uncle is very well off, and so is my mother, and leaving everything to my brother and I. Also tried to get sole custody of both the children, who are in their 20s. Jesus, just bloodthirsty. You know? The types of people who would just write anything because they would love to have anything to be able to have that over the other people. Oh yeah, well I get it and you don't. They're thumbtacks, Martha. They're thumbtacks. They're my thumbtacks. Thank you very much. Continuing up to number 9. I represented a guy who was on his second marriage. His first wife passed away from cancer, and he and his kids were obviously devastated. My client was a pretty sensitive guy with a big heart. His second wife could be very charming, which was why he fell for her, but it was all a facade. Anyway, to make a long story about a lengthy divorce short, my client met a very kind and affectionate woman during his case. They really hit it off and were basically engaged. The fiance started having health problems and was diagnosed with a form of terminal cancer. Somehow, the second wife found out about this and tried to use the cancer diagnosis against my client in court. She developed this crazy theory that my client had killed his first wife by giving her cancer, and that he was doing the same thing to his now fiance. The second wife's attorney, who was quite good, refused to be party to any of this bullshit. The attorney never addressed the argument in court and didn't even ask the second wife any questions about it during testimony. Rather, the attorney informed the judge that the second wife wished to address the court directly about an issue. The judge allowed her to do so. The second wife told her crazy conspiracy theory to the judge, adding that she was certain my client had to try to give her cancer at some point as well. I wish I had an artist's rendering of the scene capturing the second wife's crazy eyes, her attorney's look of embarrassment and shame, and the judge's look of confusion and awe-inspiring disgust. Damn, Bacon Bit. I appreciate the hell out of you for that $23.50. Well done. Do you know that my goal tonight was Tree Fitty? And you donated $20 and Tree Fitty. So thank you for that flawless execution. You are Bacon. And Bacon has no equal. Thank you. Thank you for what you have done this night. You also remind me that I got all the wrong notification alerts on. I must have been reading some scary stories or something kind of dark recently, because that should not be what that is. So allow me quickly to change that. I believe it was a little dance in courage. I believe the song was... Is this it? Yes, it is. Save settings. There you go. Sorry. Love you. Appreciate you. Linda says the Stream Boss health bar is not visible. Gonna give that the old refresh. See if that does anything. It is still Graham. Graham is still the Stream Boss. He's about half health. But may he live long, may he prosper in these dark times. I'm hearing a bit of feedback and it's strange. Let's listen in. Wonder where that's coming from. All right. So we continue up this list. Maybe I'll just turn this down a little bit. It's a really weird feedback. Like, I can hear it. I hope it's not this thing going through like its death throes, you know what I mean? That'd be so scary. What if I can... No, I'll unplug it later. Let's not do this. Let's not do this now. Okay. So, as we continue and obliterate the rest of this list, we arrive at number 8. Divorce lawyer here. Spouse had been between... That's not what it says. He'd been out of the house for weeks. She waited until he was on a business trip, came into the house, turned on all the faucets, plugged the drains, turned off the furnace, and left. It was negative 10 degrees. He came back 5 days later. The house was ruined. The water froze and cracked the foundation. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. God, it hurts me. It just hurts. It really hurts in a big way to know that this is what's up. Boy. I'm hearing this whiny feedback.
I think one of the things may be on, like my PS4 or your PS4. It sounds like one of them may be on.
Not necessarily. Man. Whatever. You need to get over it and get through this list. And that's too loud. Alright, check yourself. We just stepped into scary territory with these entries though. Number 7, I'm going to school to become a veterinarian's assistant. My teacher is a veterinarian. She told us on Monday that she's had clients bring their animals in to be euthanized just so that their spouse couldn't have them. Well, as long as we're getting to some of the evil, you know? Beth says when music goes quiet, it gets so creepy, especially at my Walmart. Especially at my Walmart. I wonder. Ladies and gentlemen, it's like something's escaping from something, you know? It's so different than normal. Number 6. Divorce lawyer. Accusing their former spouse of forcing them into prostitution. Text messages revealed that they were actually just swingers. She also admitted to lying in order to make him burn. People don't realize that the text messages they send are completely available to any law enforcement whenever the hell they need them. You know what I mean? It's wild. Like, y'all really do coordinate y'all some hot premeditated bing bong. I remember one time D and I were just kicking it, watching some bullshit on like an A&E type channel, and it was like the police show up and they're just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't know what you're talking about. But the text messages read a different story. We're gonna jump these bodies, right? The cops will never find out when we show up. Just start lying to them, fucking bitch. And then they take the fucking dude's credit card and go spend it somewhere. And then there's like cameras and shit. It's fucking crazy. People are so fucking crazy. People are so crazy, so bold. You taking the dead man that you just killed's credit card somewhere to go use it? Yo. In an establishment. It wasn't like a drive-through like he wanted some Chick-fil-A. He wanted some Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry. Let's put the Cyael back in the damn basket. Okay. Beth says, you ever work at Walmart after close on Christmas Eve as the workers are finishing up and leaving? No. It's super creepy. At least with 8:30 closes, they're leaving it on. Beth, have you become a Walmart creepypasta? What is going on with you?
Let me tell you about how creepy Walmart is. But if you're working there, it's even creepier.
Candy Stripe says, you ever think of making an OnlyFans, Cyael? I'd need to get paid so much money to consider that. To consider jiggling on over. Oh no. Hello, guys. Welcome to Jabba the Cyael's OnlyFans. Ooh, yeah. Somebody make me fan art, but make Dia and I look like Pop Team Epic.
What's Pop Team Epic, Cyael?
Alright. Pop Team Epic. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I gotta find a good. Okay, wait. Hello. Okay, look. That's good. Like that. I'll be the tall one. And Dia be the short one. And I have asked no one ever to do this so far at all ever. So that's interesting in and of itself. Let me hit the stream chat with some emojis. And we're good to go. Wow. And there it is. Wow. I knew she'd use that face. I love that face so much. Animal Crossing is back in my world. Yay. Sorry. Back in hetero town. No, you're on the microphone and you do that. They could hear you, you know. And you make this a joke among men. This isn't a game, Cyael. This isn't a game. Number 5 reads, I worked at an airport. It's not as creepy as a Walmart, apparently. Big burly guy brings in an ugly ass dog in a crate to the counter. Damn, he had that woman in a crate. See what I did there? Moving on. He is clearly misty-eyed like he's sad. Turns out the wife got the dog in the divorce and he has to send it to her. And she told him as soon as she gets it, she's putting it down. He asks if he can have some time with the dog before the flight so they can go out in the grass and roll around. The dog's tail's just wagging away, not knowing anything about its future. The guy puts him back in the crate, drops him off at the counter and says thanks. And then just walks out head down looking crushed.
There should be a law where if you get the dog, you can't euthanize it.
That's some fucked up shit.
There should be a law for that so that it doesn't happen anymore.
That's some fucked up shit. Where am I gonna find people who love me so much that just the thought of me makes them salivate and they want to go into Animal Crossing and get all of the Nook Miles tickets that they have and send them to me, you know? Oh, Cyael, you're so cool. If my life were an anime, you'd be Hojo.
Oh, Hojo.
Beth says that's so sad, almost as sad as working at Walmart. What was it? Let's go see. Hold on. After close on Christmas Eve, as the workers are finishing up and leaving. See that upward inflection? That's how you do it. I'm dead inside. You know, I forgot to even advance the damn days to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna roll the clocks back to no, stop. You're becoming a monster. Not on stream. You'll have to keep it. As we arrive at number 4, how about a wholesome, insane one? But this was told to me by my mom regarding the divorce that she got from my dad. They couldn't settle on alimony as an amount. Sorry. I don't know what alimony is. I guess it's like the allowance that one person gets that didn't make as much as the other. I think fucking marriage is the craziest thing in the world. If one of you's making money and the other one gets divorced, but they're entitled to your fucking money even though you're not with you? What is going on in the world? That shit's normal? Holy shit. Why? They ain't living with you no more. Why are they entitled to shit? Just because you making something? Holy fuck, dude. This ain't child support. That'd be one thing. If that's your seed and she got to take care of it, but she don't want to be around you, that's one thing. Alimony, boy. I'm sorry, Linda. It's a lot of things that's going to send me over the edge. Okay. So, Mom and her lawyer came in with a number. Dad countered with a number. They couldn't agree because my dad thought my mom should get twice the amount in the alimony that she was asking for, and my mom didn't want my dad to give her that much money for the month. It took months for them to settle on a figure that appeased both of them. Even then, my mom puts aside the extra above what she wanted in case my dad ever has a financial emergency, and my dad puts aside the extra she didn't want in case my mom ever has a financial emergency. What in God's name led them to divorce if they're just like the nicest people in the fucking world, apparently? The funny thing is, they don't know the other is putting the money aside for each other. My mom told me about her emergency stash, and my dad told my brother about his emergency stash. Bro and I discussed it while talking about what nut jobs our parents are. I should both try to find a way to get it, but it sounds like they're probably well off. This is pretty ridiculous. Some of us out here having to box food out of dog mouth.
What?
Nothing. Number 3, I had a client whose wife wanted him out of the house. I told him not to leave, just to move to a different bedroom for the time being, because once he is out, the chances of him ever getting back in are slim. He texted his wife and told her that he was staying in the house. She called back and left a voicemail that she wanted him out, and if he wasn't out soon, she would start taking out her unhappiness on the children and would remind the children that mommy was being mean to them because daddy wouldn't leave. She put this in a voicemail? Because now this voicemail is evidence. Who got all this evidence in this voicemail? Jeez, be more careful, you dumb hoe. Belle says, alimony rhymes with baloney. Not if you pronounce it Bologna, like I do. Who got all this evidence on my custard cream pies? Oh, custard cream pies. Is that a real thing? Custard cream pies. Well, there's a custard pie. I'm sure you could just put some cream on there. Custard and cream pie. Interesting. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number custard. This one hits close to home because it happened between my parents. We had a family friend who was a lawyer, and you really went there, Stripes? Disgusting?
What is one? None of you know how to flush the toilet after you've had a shat?
Okay. We had a family friend who was a lawyer, and my parents agreed that he would be the lawyer for both of them as a mediator. So, as the assets were being divvied, my dad got absolutely slammed. And welcome to the jam. She was going to get the house, the cars, half his retirement, an insane amount of alimony to the tune of like $2,500 a month for the rest of her life. Can you guys step up to the plate? as a successful, getting more money than you know how to deal with motherfucker, just so I can marry you and then divorce you? So that I'm sitting pretty apparently for fucking, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars a month for doing nothing, but having been married to you and then not being married to you anymore?
It just sounds fucking crazy.
My dad has a good job as a municipal employee, but that was probably 70%-ish of his paycheck. Turns out my mom and the family friend conspired to rip my dad off and make it seem like that's what a divorce settlement looks like, and she was going to kick back more money under the table after the dust had settled. Dad just didn't know how these things worked, so after some convincing, he finally went out and got his own lawyer. He got a very fair divorce settlement after that. Mom still to this day can't understand why we don't talk to her very much. And that's how it's always gonna go. Some women always gotta be in the right.
I just don't get it. And they're so critical, I did everything right. And you people, yeah, I just don't get it.
Oh my God. Linda said she was fucking a lawyer, so whoa, she was a little bit ahead of this whole story. I didn't even process that. I'm a man with titties on the mind, and I forgot that, lady in the story means she's probably got boobies. Boobies change it all. Boobies change everything. How you guys liking living in a world where movies ain't a thing anymore? Ha. Universal making too much money off of this weirdo Trolls movie, so now they're gonna change the future. We believe that video on demand is, I don't know, something of a big deal. It'd be like if Blockbuster dusted itself off and tweeted something like, wait a minute, so y'all want videos without leaving home? We think this is the future. We'd be like, damn, how very not Blockbuster of you. With your wake up, grab a brush and put on a little makeup. Okay. Stripe says, you want to marry my rich uncle, he is gay. Na 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 na. And he's got all the money in the world. He's looking for a wealthy. No. I don't have to be wealthy. He's the wealthy. I'm looking for the wealthy boy. Oh my God. Bradley said drive-ins coming back. What, the drive-in theaters? I was talking recently trying to come up with the appeal of a drive-in theater. You know what I'm talking about? Pirating, of course, is on the I would imagine even like scarier than it's ever been, really. But who is the drive-in for? Is it for kids that, can't get a hotel room, so it's like a mobile hotel room? They wanna bang, they wanna play around, they take their little friends, they turn their car into the little mobile room? Is it for, enthusiasts, like exhibitionists that want to be seen by other people but don't want to be fully exposed? They want to be able to just kind of roll over, no big deal. If they're caught, maybe by law or some shit like that. Because it certainly can't be for somebody who believes the premier movie going experience to be the drive-in, Buy some shit, homie. Buy a projector. Get rid of everything in one room and just shine fucking... Get a projector, get a sound system. If you have friends, wow, you've made it, bro. Wow. Friends to invite over. I don't even have friends to populate a lobby. If I were to stream like a Netflix movie and be like, oh, let's watch it together. I have Stripes, and then Dia and I watch, and that's it. But bro, you got friends in real life, buy a projector, turn one of your rooms into a gay little movie theater, find out how much hard drives cost and figure the rest out. You know what I'm talking about? You will have a 1,000 times better a movie experience with your 1080p films than drive into a drive-through talking about, oh, well, can I touch you? May I touch you? Can you please say it into this tape recording? You, and then you say your name, authorize the touching. You know, I'm not trying to get in trouble here. Officer, please. She said it was okay at the time. I don't have any money to give her for alimony. We were married. Can't you see? I was allowed to touch. We were married. Nope, nope, nope. She have to say it's okay at all times.
No, touchy.
A porno drive-in theater sounds great. Why? Why?
Because why not?
Hasn't internet porn ruined the way that we all process porn anyway? Y'all sitting from beginning to end of a video, as opposed to just going, "Oh, that looks nice. Get another one. Okay, okay. Oh, get another one." You know what I mean? Open up like a million tabs. That's what you got to do. It's research, guys. It's not. I think you guys are porning wrong if you making it to the end of one flick. Times have changed, dudes. Get a fucking grip. Get a grip on your genital, you know? I'm out of here, man. Candy Stripe says, wait, no, did she write the same thing twice? Punk. Bradley says, 1950s retro sexual exhibitionists and white families that think a drive-in movie is a great idea for their autistic children? I'm not sure. I feel like there's missing information here. I don't know where that comment is transporting me. Number one, it's transporting me to the end of the list. Oh my God, I felt myself gravitationally pulled to the top of this list. One. Number one. I work for a divorce attorney. But the craziest thing came to my attention when I worked for the prosecuting attorney. Just the darndest thing. This couple was breaking up, and the Mr. left the house. The Mrs. went to work the next morning as per usual. When she returned home in the evening, she found the Mr. had been to the house and removed his clothing and belongings. Just as she had expected. What she did not expect was that he also gorilla glued her belongings together. He glued the TV remote to the table, the phone to its cradle, the couch pillows to the couch, and even glued the vacuum cleaner to the carpet. My God, what about the pots and pans? What about the pots and pans? She called the police and reported this as property damage. The police went with her through the house, documenting dozens of items glued to various things, but for days she was discovering random things, and she would call to amend her report. My oven mitts were glued to the wall. He glued the sheets together in the linen closet. Linen closet? I've seen people do and say really awful things to each other, but this was diabolical. Yeah, it seems more like Jim Halpert from The Office was like pranking his lady that he's leaving. You're gonna break up with me, are ya? Well, what about all my bottles of Gorilla Glue? We'll see who's having a gay old time when I'm done, because George of the Jungle. Get it? Because he was really curious. Remember?
Curious George.
And like he was standing in pictures with all those other niggas, and you wouldn't be able to find him. You know what I'm talking about? He was wearing like that red and white striped shirt. It's like, man, where's George? Where is George in this picture? And he would be standing there with them dumbass glasses waving. Sometimes he put on that red cloak though, and you wouldn't be able to find him. And people would be like, where in the world is George? Where in the world is George? He'd go from Nashville to Norway, one year to Zimbabwe, some bullshit, to Czechoslovakia, and back. He would ransack Pakistan and run a scam in Scandinavia. Talking about where in the world is George. George of the car with the stone wheels. Yabba dabba doo, George would say. Oh my God. Okay. Where in the world is George? It's just stupid. Completely completely unacceptable. Hey, she got a bit of it. She got a bit of it. That's cute. Gotta get rid of the rest of these flowers before they get out of hand. Before they get out of hand now. Guys, I hope you had a great day. I don't know what you want, and I want to give you what you want, but you gotta let me know what you want, you know? I want to read stories for you, but I know you like keeping me in charge of finding them, and when I'm in charge of finding them, it's all shit that I've done before, which isn't good, you know? Very interesting, to say the least. Why did Stripe say -2? What does it mean? Degrees? Let's go to public freakout, see what's up. Stop resisting and you won't get hurt. Now we're talking. Oh, damn. Give me a little bit of that action. Stop resisting!
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Well, there you go. If only he were standing more still in the middle of that flying kick. It's a video game.
Hey!
What the fuck?
Hey!
What the hell? You can't make this shit up. Oh, bad cop, no donut. Somebody said, what in the tangible fuck is this? Even the guy being arrested was confused. This is gonna play so hot in court. You know what it's like? Getting into an altercation as a black man with the police and coming out alive, but with video documentation that the cops just lost their damn mind with, you know, excessive use of pretty much everything. Just negligent, just fucking stupid. Is it worth it? Maybe this dude is living with his eye, you know, open while he sleep, looking around every corner, shit like that. Because this dude, you know, he got a small pee-pee, and instead of facing that like a grown-ass man, going out and compensating however white men do, with whatever cars or whatever country clubs or, you know, paying for some younger bitch to be interested in them until they find somebody that can really give them something that they need, you know what I'm talking about? This dude, you know, this white dude is mad as hell at the black guy as if he wasn't the one being fucking stupid in this video. What you mad? Maybe he mad at whoever took the video too. Funny stuff. What a world. Oh man. Sacramento deputies alleged they had a warrant for the dude's arrest. The clip, which had been viewed over 20,000 times, shows the moment at least 2 officers accost the man in the parking lot, one of them deploying his taser before delivering a forceful jump kick to the man's back. A jump kick? Is it a video game? And here's the funny part. You know, as if you didn't already have a very small dick, you fuckboy of a nobody. You cunt lord of a dick strangled fucking gargler. You cum gargling right now. What you feel like? What you feel like when you jump kick a dude in the back and you can't even knock him over? Think about that. Bitch, you ain't shit, no. Oh, think about it. If there's one thing I like to think I could do if I foot a nigga in the back, let alone jump kick to the dude, it's maybe bring him to the ground. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a big guy. You know what I mean? But as a man, I don't ever want to think that I'd ever fucking attempt to jump kick somebody, let alone in the back because I'm a pussy with a small dick. You know what I mean? And then not watch the dude go down. I'd wrap it up, baby. I'd look for the nearest razor blades. I'd be like, man, well, this is it, huh? Shit. You know, were there any girls off camera that he could invite into the frame to lose a fucking arm wrestling match with while he was at it? You know what I mean? Somebody should hand this nigga a baseball so he could throw that and it could go like 1 yard. Shit. What kind of man are you? Oh, Lord. This dude stepped back like, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey!
What is that about?
Stop! Stop!
And now you're giving the police what you want. What they want. which is resisting arrest. That's what they wanted, because even if you weren't resisting arrest, they'd have found a way to yell it at you while they beating your ass. Stop resisting! Like, what? Why don't you yell out some commands? You remember that one girl that was playing video games with her little nephew? And the police shot her through the window at the same time they were yelling the commands? Can you imagine a world where maybe, just maybe, when somebody was in their own damn house, you know, and you shining a flashlight through their fucking window, that maybe you would give them the chance to respond to the commands before you just blam, 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 blam. Is that movement inside that person's house even though they live there? Blam. And then they went inside and started moving guns they found in there. Moving the guns as if to say, oh yeah, well, they're a threat. There you go. Guns right there. But armed men in Michigan right now are rolling in packs and demanding the floor in certain buildings. Like, that shit's all fine. Let a black person try some shit like that. Sacramento deputies alleged they had a warrant for the guy's arrest. The clip, which was viewed 20,000 times, shows the moments that the two officers accosted the man in a parking lot, one of them deploying his taser before delivering a forceful jump kick. While the dude did not apparently have a warrant, he was arrested for resisting arrest? So the dude didn't have a warrant and was arrested for resisting arrest. That looks like resisting arrest to me. The whole standing there with your hands on your head thing, you know? Do you get what I'm saying? It just doesn't get any weirder than that. So you hope that it's a slam dunk for any lawyer who wants to scoop this motherfucking case up. Do you get what I'm saying? They had the wrong guy. You're gonna tell him that he was resisting arrest, even though he was ready to get arrested, until you jump kick this bitch in the back. So, you know what the beauty of the country that you live in right now is? If this went to a court, the court jury would not be shown this video, this extremely and outrageously pertinent information would be kept from the jury. Which is why I always say, keep your cameras charged, baby. It don't matter if no fuck-ass police boy that's planting drugs on a motherfucker has a body cam on him. He's not, that fucking department is going to make that video disappear. It's gonna make that video disappear. Excuse me. Oh no. And if it weren't for the internet, this shit wouldn't see the light of day at all. But you better believe that there's courtrooms right now with video evidence that they're deliberately leaving out because they know it would screw them otherwise. And this is why the whitey jumping up with his guns, running around, because he's not going to let anybody take away his ability to protect himself. Not in these times. Not in these times. We're supposed to roll over when they jump kicking us while we're standing, you know, posing no threat. When you have the wrong man, even though you think you have a warrant. What the fuck? Boy. It's funny because you're going to have a lot of people waking up in these comment sections going, is this real? Is this a prank? Bitch, this is the life that black men been living out here forever. A girl live streamed herself running from Texas Highway Patrol. Oh, honey.
In other news tonight,
Shut the hell up, old man.
Nigga, I'm finna get my ass beat by these laws straight the fuck up.
They gonna beat your ass, man. Hopefully you get into a car crash and that's it. You know, and hopefully the people you crash into are completely fine.
There they are. Ran into the pole.
They ran into the pole, thank God. I just said I hope you get into a crash and that nobody is injured. I would obviously wish no harm upon anybody, but the types of people who are a danger to others, fuck themselves because they don't care about anybody other than themselves. That's selfish. People like that are dangerous, you know what I mean? Can say a lot of things about a lot of people, but most people just want to sit the fuck down in their stupid ass house, play whatever video games they got, watch their anime, and not bother a goddamn soul. Worst they doing is polluting the environment, you know what I mean? Leaving their footprint. Do you get what I'm saying? But you jumping in a car, driving around, live streaming this shit for clout. You dumb hoes would do anything. You'd fucking grab a wig, you'd get that push-up bra, you'd get some surgery, you'd be using the filters on Instagram, you'd be lying, you'd be saying this, you'd be doing that, you'd be going with this person, just so that somebody will pay you some attention. You get them likes and them reblogs. That's wild. This shit's wild. You care enough to be live streaming a chase. What's weird is like, is this the passenger?
There they go.
No. Oh, that's the steering wheel. Okay. Look, ma'am. I'm saddened. This is the world we live in.
Move! Oi! Move, man!
Dude walking down the street. Okay.
Move!
Get out of the way.
Oi! Fuck that, they hit the car. Come, let's go. They hit the car. Yeah. Turn around.
They hit the car? Who hit the car?
Come, let's go.
What happened here? Tell me what happened here. Who hit a car?
There's a puddle there. Go fucking dank him. Dickheads!
Ooh. Oh no. That's the sweetest taboo. Oh man, you were being pricks walking in the street. Oh no. Oh wow, there was a little concert in Fortnite. They said there's gonna be an encore in 11 hours. I'll go to that one. Set a timer for 10 hours and 40 minutes.
Setting the timer. Okay, your timer is set for 10 hours and 40 minutes.
Uh-huh. I guess it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. I've enjoyed my time with you. I really need to go get something to drink. I feel like the coof is attacking me. God.
Water.
Oh my God, no. What was that? It was like something was crawling in my skin, Dia. There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending. It haunts me how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. What?
I got stung twice. And that was the most dramatic cutscene. This is violent.
You said you got stung twice. I thought you were talking about in real fucking life.
Oh,
I'm trying to sing my damn, Linkin Park time. Alright, God. Okay. Guys, you ready? It's about that time. Just kidding. I'm not getting stroke. Hell plan. Anyway.
you're not that much of a cringe.
What do you mean? I'll do it. I'm just not willing to get struck on this video. But I'll make a stream out of it.
But you'll make a stream out of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, love you. Talk soon. Take it easy. Bye. Do I have the coof? Tune in next time to find out.